Christina Munoz here from gorgeous Wood End in Australia, and I decided to record this video because I received a really interesting email overnight, and the subject matter is really close to my heart, incredibly close to my heart, so I thought I'd record this video about it as well because it may help you, may help somebody listening to this right now, watching this right now. And what happened was, one of my subscribers on my Empower list emailed me, and to protect his privacy he basically said, "Hi Christina, I'd like your personal honest advice to me. If and how I can honestly partially succeed by joining your team. I am a 92-year-old USA military veteran, at home disabled 100% patient with arthritis, with maxed out credit cards, paying small monthly to closed accounts, and very limited veterans pension cash. We have corresponded previously, but disabilities prevent extensive activities." Okay, so this guy, you know, he's 92 years old, you know, disabled with arthritis. He's maxed out his cards, and you know, he's living on a veteran's pension. So really, a man of his age, 92, should not be living on a pension at all. He should be enjoying, you know, I guess the stage of his life that he's in, and not be struggling like this. It just breaks my heart to see. And for me, this is very close to my heart because I have a bit in common with him. I'm not 92. Okay, I'm not 92 yet. I'm 44, but I do have a lot in common with him. So what I decided to do was email him back. And I'm going to share with you what I emailed him back with. And just so you know, I didn't sugarcoat it, okay? I was very, very blunt, did no sugarcoating at all, because the reality is, if you're someone who is in his situation, who's 92 and all this going on, being successful is going to be a challenge, and it's not going to be easy. Okay, and let me tell you why and why I feel that I'm, you know, able to actually to say something about this, because I'm in a similar situation. So I replied back to him. I said, "Good to hear from you again. Well, I'm afraid we have something in common. In January 2011, I severely damaged my sciatic nerve and prolapsed all of my lower discs, and as a result, I've been housebound for almost 2 years. I can't sit or stand or walk without my nerve sending a signal to shut down my legs. I live with 24/7 nerve pain that I take a cocktail of drugs each day to manage, and I work my business from a mattress. By the time I found Empower, I was struggling to support my family, and I had just about maxed out my credit cards as well. Okay, now 7 months later, even though I'm probably more disabled than you, okay, I've already made over 130,000 with Empower. It's not what I think that is important, it's what you think. Read my free report. I've given a little link there to go to my free report. It sort of shares the story and everything he needs to know. And then if you think you can do it, then join. If not, don't, because you get what you think in this life. And what I have achieved is no guarantee you will do the same. And the reason why I was blunt with him is the reality is, living with a disability, especially if you live with pain, and he does, okay? I actually have arthritis as well, but that's the least of my problems. Who cares about arthritis pain when I live with nerve pain? It's horrible. But anyway, not to make a joke of it. Anyway, the reality is it's not easy, okay? If you are living with a disability, okay, and you want to get out of it, great, okay? I get that. You know, I can't really understand why anybody who is disabled or currently not able to get a normal job, or who is forced to live on disability pension or sickness benefits, isn't trying to find a way out of that, you know. I mean, for me, the idea of living on sickness benefits, again, I've been there. Okay, I know what that's like. It is the most demoralizing thing on the planet. Your self-worth goes down to zero. Okay, I never ever want to feel like that ever again. So for me, what it actually takes to be successful, or what it takes to actually earn an income in spite of what I live with, the idea of being back on sickness benefits is far more painful. Okay, it's far more painful. The pain I live with to actually build my business is nothing compared to the pain mentally I experienced when I was on sickness benefits. So understanding that, you need to feel the same way. You need to think the same way. Okay, if you live with a disability and you're trying to build your business, whether you suffer from a physical disability or a mental disability, maybe you suffer from depression, okay, or you've got sleep disease or any of the myriad of bipolar, okay, whatever it may be, you have to recognize that you have that condition, okay, and you have to put into place ways to be able to cope with your condition, to be able to actually do what needs to be done to build your business. And what it means is you can't leave your business, you know, only for the good days, when you're having a good day. If I left what I have to do every day to build my business and only worked my business on the good days, I'd never get any work done. Okay, so what I do is I always do something every single day. And if I'm having a really, not so good day, I may only do an hour or two. Okay, and yes, I work when I'm in pain. I work when I'm in pain all the time. Okay, all the time. The only time I don't is when it gets to the 8, 9, 10 scale. When it gets to the 8, 9, 10 scale, no. I'm a human after all. But other than that, yes, I have to push through the pain. I just have to. What I do, and it's wonderful, is I really focus on whatever activity I'm doing, whether it's creating content for my blog, okay, to then share with my list and to share on social media. I really focus on that activity and try and push. I can feel the radiation and everything happening there in the background, but what I try and do is push it away so it doesn't bother me. And I found by doing that for like 3-4 glorious hours a day, okay, I'm able to get relief from the pain. The medication does so much, it doesn't take it away completely. It lets me get out of bed, which is great, and I just go on my mattress where I am now. Okay, so for 3-4 hours a day, I'm able to do what needs to be done, create my content, market, blog, do everything that needs to be done to build my empower business. So you need to be willing to do that. Okay, it doesn't matter what condition you actually live with. Okay, the other thing you need to be able to do is believe in yourself. Believe you can. Okay, you do not have to stay in the situation you're in. I think what's horrible, and I think what saved me, is I wasn't on sickness benefits for a very long time. Okay, I was only on sickness benefits for maybe 3 or 4 months before I started my first home business, and then pretty much from then it took about 14 months before I was able to get off sickness benefits. And I tell you what, I didn't have nerve damage then. I had damage on my lower disc, lost my job over it back in those days, back in 2001. But what happened was, when I was able to go into that Centrelink and say, I don't need your sickness benefits anymore, that was one of the most magical days of my life. I will never, ever forget it. Never, never, ever forget it. And whenever I feel a little challenged or whatever it may be, I think about that day. I think about how wonderful that was. So, when you've been on sickness benefits or a pension for a long time, you can be a bit like a frog in boiling water. It starts off warm and it gets hotter and hotter, and you're just used to it. You're there boiling, okay? Your life's a mess, but you've been living a certain way for so long, you don't even know if you can get out. Even if someone picked you out of the boiling water and put you on the floor, okay, you'd want to get back in the boiling water. You'd be, what's going on? Okay, so you need to prepare yourself for change. You need to start mentally thinking, I'm going to change. I'm going to change this situation. You need to find out why you want to do it. Okay, for me, my motivation is I want to support my family properly. I don't want my girls to know what it feels like to go to school with tissues in their shoes because I can't afford to buy them a proper pair of shoes. Okay, I grew up like that. I want to support my family properly. I want to be able to contribute to society. I want to be able to inspire people. I want to be able to have a life in spite of what's happened to me. So being very clear about my purpose. I also want to, one day help find a cure for nerve damage. All these things that will not happen if I live on sickness benefits. Okay? And by focusing on what I want to create and why I want to create those things, that gives me the internal motivation every single day to do what needs to be done, no matter how I feel, no matter if I'm tired, no matter if the pain's too much, no matter what's going on. I do something to build my business every single day. And if you have that attitude, regardless of what you're going through in your own business, you'll get there too. Okay, you'll get there too. And if you're a newbie, maybe you're selling yourself that you're a newbie. You don't have a list. That's why I can't do it. Well, the reality is that's crapola. Okay, there are plenty of people in Empower who have joined with no list and now have started building a list and are now successful. All it means is when you have a list, it means, yeah, you can get results a lot quicker. But if you don't have a list, you can start building one with Empower. If you don't have a blog, which is just as important as having a list, you can start blogging with Empower. And it just means you just need to have realistic expectations and understand, if you've never achieved success online before, haven't gone through the process of building and managing a list before, that you're about to start that journey, you're about to start doing so, and our products are going to help you get all the training you need to be able to do that effectively. And so that's why we have mums, we have people like John who, you know, he was dealing on the streets or something and he only had $300 to his name, never did anything online before, can join and be successful. Okay, it's why you have a disabled person like me, because the reality is I couldn't do this with anything else anymore, you know, who has been able to be successful. But the reality is you need to believe you can be successful. You need to believe in you, and you need to partner up with someone who will believe in you too. And what I love about Empower is it's like the whole company is behind you, believing in you, until you can believe in yourself. But if you've got a spark, just a spark that you don't want the next 5 years, 10 years to be what you've got now, don't accept your current circumstances, whatever they are. Don't keep telling yourself, I can't do this, I can't do that because of this, and I can't do this because of that. Start asking yourself, how can I? And then move forward. Do it. Your self-esteem will grow. Your soul will just expand. Your heart will get bigger. Everything will change so quickly, it will blow you away. And just a simple act of you taking control, of you taking positive action around your life alone will invigorate you. I've seen it. I'm working with people who live with conditions. Maybe they need a lot of sleep or what have you, and suddenly they're finding they've got energy where they didn't know they had it. Why? Because they've got some purpose. Everybody needs purpose. We all need purpose. We're dead without purpose. Your soul has a hunger for purpose. It's not, your soul doesn't want you sitting at home on a couch watching TV all day. Okay? Your soul wants you to live a life that you were meant to live. That won't happen sitting watching TV all day and feeling sorry for yourself. It won't. You need to stop the self-pity party, okay? Because I've been there. Stop the self-pity party. Snap out of it. Do whatever you have to do. Snap out of it. Get a plan in place and change your life, because you can do it. I hope this helps. Take care. Be strong. And if you're not with Empower, go down below and let's get you going.